In today's video, we're going to be doing a film sesh with Sneed, and what we're going to be doing is looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers, specifically the newest addition to the roster, Deandre Hunter, who in my estimation is the most important trade that is not AD and Luka Doncic. Right? Obviously, that one is huge and blockbuster, but this one actually has NBA Finals ramifications. All right, let me explain why in this video. Let's take a look at some of the plays that he made in a single game against the Toronto Raptors here in the month of February. Again, I'm not saying that this is the end-all be-all and he's an NBA champion player and, you know, he's going to be an MVP. It's not like that. I'm just saying what the Cavs did by acquiring him for just George Niang and Karis LeVert. What they got for this out of this guy is incredible. All right, so let's go ahead and run the film. All right, here in this play, what you're going to see is he's going to create his own shot. All right, he's going to go off to the right side, and he gets past the first defender, gets through a second one, and finishes at the rim. Okay, so what's important here? He's creating his own opportunity. He doesn't need anyone in order to get his shot, and that's important. All right, so that one in particular from the right side. Let's take a look at a similar opportunity that came his way from the left side. And in this particular instance, kind of sort of a screen, there's a little bit of a switch. He goes left, he gets to a spot on a slightly smaller defender, raises up, and he nails it. All right, next play, we're going to be taking a look. This one's going to be away from the ball. I think he's going to be pictured over here at the bottom of the screen. He's not really doing anything here. It was an attempted rim roll. All right, lob pass, kicked out, fearlessly ready to take the shot, and nails it. Now, this is important because if you think about that kind of a play, there's a lot of pick and rolls that are run between Donovan Mitchell and the bigs. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. Same thing with, Darius Garland. Same thing with Donovan Mitchell, the guards, right? Maybe even Ty Jerome. This guy's going to have opportunities. Okay, so let's take a look at some additional off-the-ball action here. All right, he's going to come off the screen, fearlessly, ready to take the shot. Sees the defender is off. He nails it. Fearlessly. No hesitation. All right, the next play here. We're going to see a play that Donovan Mitchell is running point. Sometimes that's Darius Garland. In this instance, he comes right off of a little bit of a screen. Fearlessly ready to shoot. Clean look. Nails it. All right, that's a new dynamic that the Cavs really didn't have before this. All right, let's take a look at this next play. This one is a defensive play. Here he is at the top of the screen. Gets through the screen, fights through, disrupts the play, causes the deflection, creates an opportunity the other way. Here he is trailing the play just in case, but they get points in transition here. Excellent play defensively. All right, here he is at the bottom of the screen. No hesitation. Distance between him and the defender. Nails the three. Kind of becoming a three-point archer over here in Cleveland with some of these plays. Here's what I want to say about Deandre Hunter. My takeaways so far in a short time with the Cleveland Cavaliers since the trade. He's a very willing defender. He's very much so going to be an important piece of what they do against teams like the Boston Celtics. And in my estimation, that's why they brought him in. They wanted a very substantial defensive player who can defend guys, whether there's switches, whether it's primary defense on players like Tatum or Jaylen Brown, or whomever is going to be on the wing, Derek White, whatever they want to do, the Cavs can officially switch all of their players, right? And, his defense has been very good thus far, and I think it's going to continue to get better. He's not only going to show kind of like his own defensive prowess, but I think what's more important is he helps enhance the team's defense as well, right? And he's basically done it in no time, right? He's basically in sync with the team. The rest of the season outlook is going to just basically be whether or not he's going to continue to play off the bench, or if we're going to see him get some spot starts, or if he's going to get, 20 or 25 or even 30 minutes, right? Typically, the Cavs have very active rotations. I think if he settles in around 25 to 30 minutes, that's a very heavy role for him. But you got guys, you got depth on the Cavs. You got Strus, you got Dean Wade, you got Sam Merrill. You got all these guys that coming, into that position, the 2, the 3, so he has other guys that are coming into play some minutes. But I will tell you this, there are certain matchups where he is going to be the primary defender. And on the nights where he is knocking down his shots, he's going to get heavy run. Folks, the Cavs got a steal in this particular transaction. All they had to give up was Karis LeVert and George Niang. And nothing against those guys. They're nice players. But this addition for the Cavs is going to be crucial in a 7-game series against teams like the Boston Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think there's a destiny for the Cavs in the NBA Finals. At the very least, I think the Eastern Conference Finals. And this guy is going to be a big piece of how they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, how they get into the NBA Finals, and how they could potentially win the NBA Finals. Their primary players obviously are the most important pieces, but you need guys like this who could come in and hit some shots and make some defensive plays. This guy was a steal at the trade deadline.